All right, welcome to Stony Plain. We are down a goal. I apologize. Some connection issues to start with, but looks like we're back up and running. Stony Plain got a jump on us. We're holding them in their zone here now. Hopefully things will turn our way here. Kept in at the blue line by Durecci. Shot on net, nobody in front. Jacobs will pick up the loose puck. No, he won't. It'll get stripped from him into the corner. Stony back the other way, and that's going to be a tripping penalty to Campbell. And he'll touch it in the corner, and we'll get a whistle. Playing on the power play, they pot one, open man in the slot, has a shot through traffic and buries it behind Thiago, so it's now 2-0 for Stony Plain. Not the start the Knights would have wanted. Another shot from the slot there, wide of the net. Battle ensues and we'll get a face-off to Thiago's right. 11:55 to go here in the first period. Bowman out to take the draw. He's got Hender and Gow with him up front. Bowman wins the draw into his own feet. Stony come in and push it to the net. Thiago will cover that up. We'll try that one more time. For Gow at center ice. Gow with some space. He'll dump it in off a deflection off the defenseman. He gets the puck back behind the net. Centers for himself. Stony pick it up. He's still battling for it. Stony will get in, but loose puck, it's thrown to the blue line. And a stick check there from Breen. He'll carry it back. He's got Bowman. Bowman has it bounce off his stick. Loose puck in the neutral zone. Stony Plain pick it up. They'll dump it in and get a change. Durecci picks up the loose puck to Gow. Gow up the wall. He's got pressure there. Gets it outside the blue line. Stony will pick up the loose puck. Kept in and onside. Wren throws it up the wall. It's out of the zone. He'll get it back. It bounces off him, and Stony collects it in the neutral zone. This time, Kepler. Kepler with a bit of speed. He'll go wide. He's got Reed in front, but I don't know that he knew it. Couldn't get a pass to him. There's the centering pass, but it's through traffic and onto a Stony Plain stick. Back the other way. Stick check there. Stony would have been offside. They've given it to Bridges, who throws it to Reed. Reed with a nice move through traffic. Can't get the puck off though, but he's still got possession. He'll dump it off his skate. It's given right back and to the point, kept in, shot through traffic. That'll be the first shot of the game, I believe, for the Knights. Knights win the draw, back to Lamabay. His shot a little late, and it's off the defender and back the other way. Between he and Avery, they recover. Up to the point. Hudson tries to catch Campbell with it, but it was out of his reach. Stony Plain the other way. Lamabay. Centering pass into legs. Jacobs tries to get it out of the zone. Campbell has it now. Pushed out to the blue line, but kept in by Stony. Shot right into the crest of Tiago. Still working out or not? Yeah. Here, I'll share it again and see if it improves. Campbell wins the draw. Back to Boyce. Boyce up the wall to Main. Main touches it, but it hits a skate. Stays right there on the hash marks. And Campbell turns and fires it up the ice. Stony pick it up out there with some speed out of their own zone. Given away to Boyce. Boyce pushes it up to Hender. Hender tries to get it to Jacobs. It's tied up there by Stony. Jacobs battling for it now. Centers it. Stony Plain out to the far side there, and they give it right to Boyce. Boyce off the wall and out of the zone. Cal got a stick on it, but Stony pushed it into the Knights' zone. Hender now at his own blue line. Bouncing puck. Stony Plain collect it and send it down the ice. Frey in his own zone. Tries a centering pass. Hender's able to tip it out of the zone, but it's thrown back in. Boyce will try this time. Pardon me, Bonikoski will try this time. Boyce with the puck now. He'll dump it to the Stony blue line. Stony will turn and take it back behind their own net. With pressure from Frey. Off the wall there. Stony with a bit of space. Cross ice pass is missed. Should be icing. It is. Stony win the draw. Spencer with a loose puck in the slot. Poking ensues. Goaltender jumps on top of it. And he'll hold on to it for a face-off. Face-off one back to Breen. He pushes it into the corner. Loose puck rolls all the way around to Reed. He goes down, centering it in front, but it's picked up by Stony. Breen with a stick check. Bouncing puck. Ends up with Spencer. He'll turn and fire it. It's a soft one at the net. Stony will pick up the loose puck below the goal line. Bridges gets it again, this time to Bowman. Bowman falls, pushes the puck to Reed into the corner. Reed with pressure now. Still battling, loose puck, kept in. Bridges Fires it, but it hits the defenseman, and it's back up to the blue line. Breen keeps it in, however. It's in his feet. Bridges fans on it. And Stony trying it again. Still kept in by Breen, deflected. Puck pushed into the corner. Bridges has it in his feet. Comes out to the blue line for Durecci. Shot off the shoulder of the goaltender. He just gets enough of it to corral it, and we'll get a face-off. It's a good flurry of shots there on that last shift. We want to see more of that. Face-off to the left of the Stony playing goaltender. False start, and Stony is way offside. Kapler gets waved out of this box. Face-off won by the Knights. Back to nice pass. Oh, a great pass from Avery there to Kapler out in front of the net by himself. Good save by the goalie, however. That is a big goalie. It's going to be tricky to get it around him on straight shots, especially if no one's in front of him. Kapler will try again. He gets waved out yet again. This time it'll be Jacobs taking the draw. Jacobs wins it to the wall. Stony chip it out. Kept in by Avery. Centered. Off the defender. And finally Stony get it out of the zone. Correa will come back and collect it. He'll push it up to Maine. Maine tried to catch Kapler and Jacobs through the middle. Couldn't get it there, but Avery will pick it up at the center line and send it in. Kapler's first to it. Gives it away to Stony. Rolls around to Avery. Avery spins and pushes it out to an open Stony player up at the blue line. He'll get it back, though, at center ice. He now pushes it back to Hudson. Hudson over to Jacobs. The bumper pass didn't work, and Stony's back the other way. Given away to Jacobs. Dropped there by Jacobs. Bouncing puck. And this time Maine again will try the pass to Kapler, which he makes. And gives it to Avery. Nice play there. Oh, looking for Jacobs, but it was out of his reach, and he's tired. He's going to go for a change. Avery stays on man. Stony back behind their net. Some good pressure here from the Knights. Nice pass out front to Hender. He makes a move. Tries to get a shot off. Couldn't quite get it there. Centering pass. Stony's had enough. They'll put it under their own goaltender, and they'll get a whistle. We'll have a face-off to his left yet again. Great pressure on the last two shifts here. We need a few more shots. Down 2 here with 5:41 to go in the first. Campbell wins the draw to the wall. Hender pushes it back to Bonikoski. We're calling it offside. It didn't look like it came out, but I guess it did. So we'll get a face-off in front of the Stony Plain bench, I would guess. Campbell will take the draw. He'll win it forward. And it ends up in feet, and Stony will come back the other way with it. Stony kept to the outside, given back to Bonikoski. And yet again to Bonikoski. This time he'll step forward with it and chip it around the defender. Campbell's got some space. Defenseman came across and stick checked him, rubbed him out, and took the puck. It's rolled down the wall for Boyce. Boyce will get it back deep. Hender with a hit in the corner there. On the big defenseman. Puck pops loose to Hender. He gives it to Gow. Gow runs over his man. Puck stays underneath, and the big defenseman, number 18, will come back the other way. Poke check from him to Gow now on the wide side. He could just get a piece of it. He pushes it to the defenseman, and Frey will pick up the loose puck in the neutral zone, carry it over his blue line, makes a nice move there at his own blue line with some speed now at the Stony blue line. Centered it for Reed. It was a bouncing puck. Reed couldn't get enough of it to put it straight on net. Still battling for it. Good poke check there. It'll end up in front of Stony's net again. This time they will get it to center. And Breen will send it back up the wall for Bridges. Nice bumper to Frey. Frey still with it. He's got Reed tries to get it to Spencer in front, and it's deflected behind the net. Stony struggling to get out of their zone here. Good pressure. They'll give it away at the blue line. Frey keeps it in, only for it to be knocked out by Stony. Battle at center. Gow gets to it. Bridges with pressure, pushes the man down. Battling hard there. Gets spun around, but the puck for Reed, and Reed gets a nice shot off into the crest of the goaltender. We'll get a face-off with about 3:35 to go here in the first. It is a good rink, yeah. Still here at Glen Hall Arena. Actually a lovely building. Good sight lines, good, nice cold ice. Stony back the other way, lose the handle, give it to Hudson. Hudson will turn and fire it across ice for Maine, who pushes it up to Bowman. Bowman gets taken down, no penalty. Stony back the other way, they take themselves down. Make a move at the blue line and in through the neutral zone. Shot at Tiago, and he'll glove that down and hold on to it. We'll get a face-off to his left with about 3 minutes to play here in the first period. Bowman will take the draw. Stony get this jump on him there, just barely. Deflected in front of the net. Loose puck for Jacobs. He'll push it forward to Bowman. Pardon me, that was Maine to Jacobs. And Avery will keep it in. He chips it forward for Jacobs in front. Or Maine in front. Maine taps it in. Maine catches the loose puck off his own glove as it sort of drops at his feet, and he buries it. And we got a 2-1 game all of a sudden. 1-goal game. But it wasn't forward, though. It was to himself, too, though. Oh, yeah. So, 2-1 here in Stony Plain. Knights with a bit of pressure here the last few minutes, and it pays off with a goal. Loose puck for Hender. Hender will dump it in. Pressure there. He'll at least cause some grief back there, and Stony's struggling a little bit as their defensemen are floundering with the pressure. Pushed back to Bonikoski. He'll step into it. A little late with the shot, but it bounces for Gow. Gow can't get a shot off. Hender picks up the loose puck. It floats away from him. Pushes across to Boyce. Boyce will send it down for Kepler. Kepler pressing here at the blue line. Stony managed to get it out to center. Boyce resetting now. He'll go wide with it and dump it in. Gow will be first to it. He'll dump it down for Hender. Hender stick pushes it into the far corner. Just out of the reach of Kepler there. Gow with a hit. Puck bounced favorably for a nice hit from Bonikoski at the blue line as the defenseman nearly rolled past him. And it's back the other way hard with Boyce, who digs and sends it behind the net. Gow will give chase now. Gow causing grief back there. Maine in there as well. Pardon me, Campbell. Bridges out in front. Pops loose for Campbell. He gets hit. Boyce will pinch. Pardon me, Bonikoski gets to Bridges. Bridges with a shot just wide of the net there. Breen will pinch. He pushes it to Stony Plain player, who managed to contain it, but had it stuck in his feet there for a few moments. Good defending there from Wren. Keeps the puck to the outside. He didn't have the goddamn puck. That's going to be a penalty to Stony Plain. Likely head contact. We'll see what is the call. Head contact is the call.
That's only a 2.
Yeah. I've just been informed that penalty is a 2-minute penalty here in Stony Plain. Back in Winfield, that would have likely been 15. So the Knights will go on their first power play of the game. With 42 seconds to play here in the first, 2-1 the score. Campbell will take the draw. He's got Bridges and Reed out there with him. One back to Bonikoski. Bonikoski with a shot through legs. It bounces into the corner unfavorably, and then Stony Plain, clearly mad at their own bench, fires it at their coaches. So we'll get a whistle with 34 seconds to go. Pardon me, it was a 4-minute head contact penalty. So similar to Winfield. Reed pushes it back to the point. Shot into the legs again there. And Durecci's forced to go back to his own red line, or his own blue line for it. Bonikoski gets the D-to-D pass. He wasn't expecting it. It rolls to the wall. 20 seconds to play here in the second. Stony fall on the puck. And Campbell will pull it out. He's got Bridges on this side with a bit of speed. Tries to catch Reed with it. Bounces loose. Reed puts it on net. 2 seconds to play. And that will do it for the first. I believe we will go straight into the second, however. So just be a brief moment here while they catch their breath and we get back to it. All right, little dust off, and we're back at it for period number 2. 20 minutes in this period. Still 3:16 to go in the power play for the Knights. Frey wins the draw back for Lama Bay, but it was between the defensemen, so it pushed into the corner for Jacobs. He'll pick it up and start his way out. Tries to catch Correa with it, who tries to push it quickly to Maine, but Maine couldn't grab it. And so Stony push it back the other way. Lama Bay will have to go, or Lamab will have to go back for it again. He'll push it up to Frey at the blue line. Frey with it now. Tries to center it. It's off of shin and bounces back to Lama Bay. Knights without quite enough urgency here to start this penalty or power play, and they get a better bounce there. Breakout. Frey with some room. He's got Maine in front of him and Correa behind him. He'll stumble and try and push it across. Just made it out of the reach of the defender. That was given to Lamab, who takes a shot from an odd angle. Goaltender gloves it down. We'll get a face-off. Bowman out there now to take the face-off. Ender on the right side, Gow on the left. Bonikoski and Boyce on defense. Bowman wins the draw. It rolls through his feet, and Stony push it back to the point for the Knights. Ender with a shot just wide of the net there. Good look, he had some space. Bowman with it again. He'll push it back to Boyce. Boyce with a nice turn away from pressure. He gets it down to Bowman. Bowman tries to center it for Hender. It's tipped. But Bonikoski steps into it. He'll throw it at the defender and back away, and so it will be sent all the way down the ice. Thiago leaves it there for Boyce. Boyce will come out from behind his own net and catch Bowman with it. Bowman with some speed. As the defenseman went down, he recovered. He's pushed in deep behind the net. Stony to it first, no pressure. He sends it all the way back down. And Boyce will have to go back for it again. Minute 20 to go now in that 4-minute power play. Up to Hender. Hender gives it to Bowman. Bowman with some speed. He gets stripped of it at the blue line and it's sent back to center. Boyce now with pressure. He's got 2 on him. He'll dance away from the pressure, however, and get it to Gao. Gao now will dump it in, which makes more sense. Hender will be the first to it. No, he won't. The goalie throws it up the wall to Bonikoski. Tip there from Hender. Still wide of the net. Centering pass for Gao. Pardon me, that was for Kapler. And his shot's off the goalie. It's back down the ice. 37 seconds to play here in the in the power play. Spencer with it now at the blue line. He'll send it to Reed. Reed will turn at the blue line. He makes a nice move, but gets the stick check. Throws it in front. Nearly tipped in by Bridges there. Darich, he'll fire from a strange angle. He'll push it into the corner. He'll chase it down. Centered for Reed, but it was behind him. And the net's been pushed off. We'll get a whistle with 11 seconds to go on the penalty. Stony win the face-off, and that will do it for the 4-minute power play. Centered for Bridges, given away at the blue line, and now back the other way. Shot on Thiago, he'll save it into the corner. Green's got to go after it. He's got pressure though. Kapler helping, rolls it up the wall. No pressure there, and no one in the lane. It gets another shot to the net. Thiago gets a piece of it, but it rolls over the back of the net into the corner. Stony with possession. Kapler pushes the man off the puck. And Breen will pick it up, push it up the wall. Stony centers it. It's through Ren in front of the net and through the Stony player. Far corner now. Derechi battling for it. Centered, but given right to the defenseman and sent down. No pressure on that Stony player in the slot until the bitter end there. He gets a shot off. Thiago makes an excellent save, and we'll have a face-off to his left. 2-1. Score remains for Stony Plain, home team. Campbell will take the draw. Stony win the draw. Shot from a bad angle. Thiago didn't know where it was. Hudson got a stick on it before the Stony player did, and Thiago's able to jump on it. Knights letting the foot off the gas a little bit here in the last minute. And need to get the intensity back up. Face off to the left of Thiago. 15:36 to go here in the second. Campbell will take the draw again. It's got Avery on the wall. Jacobs picks it up and sends it for Maine. Maine chips it out into the neutral zone and battles for it. Races to the puck. Couldn't quite get there though. It's pushed to the wall by Stony. Stony back the other way. Correa with pressure. Off a leg into the corner. Centered and picked up by Jacobs. Jacobs will bring it out of the zone. He's got Campbell and Maine with a nice pass to Maine, who delayed slightly and just got an unlucky bounce, and now Stony's back the other way. Stony button hook. No pressure there. Man's wide open. Fortunate he put it over the net. Tiago looked like he had most of the net covered, but there was an opportunity. Campbell pushes it up the wall for Maine, but it's kept in by the defenseman and spent back behind the net. Avery battling for it back there. He gets it to Jacobs, who's panicking a little bit, and Stony will end up with the puck and walk it out. Loose puck in front. Stick check out to the high slot. Dumped back that way again. Fortunate, it bounces out of the zone and it's up to center. Stony will dump it in. That will be icing eventually, and we'll head into their zone and hopefully see if we can turn things around here. Frey will take the draw. He's got Hender and Gao either side of him. Bonikoski and Boyce on defense. Stony win the draw. They drop it in the corner by mistake. Hender battling for it there. He'll walk up behind the net with it, still with pressure, still battling. He's got the puck. And he's got a defender right in his face. It's pushed up the wall by Stony and missed by the winger. Shot from Bonikoski's into the goaltender. He'll hold on to it. He's had enough. 13:34 to go here in the second. It's a one-goal game. Free to take the draw yet again. Hender on the right. Gao in front of the net. Puck loose in the slot there, goes pushed back to Bonikoski. He'll shoot wide of the net. Boyce will keep it in, tries to bounce it off a body and rolls to Gao. He'll push it down deep. No one there. Gao forced to go get it, and Stony have room, so they'll come out of the zone. Boyce now picks it up off the glass. Hender will tap it to center. And Frey will try and skate into it, but Stony with a stick check, they'll come back the other way. Soft one there at the blue line, and Stony walks into the zone again. Good skate from Bonikoski. This sent all the way down the ice, however, and it will be icing, so it'll come right back into our zone. With 12:50 to go in the second. Stony come up with it off the draw. Centered, sent across through traffic. No one touched it. It rolls right to the wall. Bridges gets a stick on it, but lets the defenseman walk as Reed hits him, and the puck gets separated into the corner. Kept in at the ringette line by Stony, and then just out of the reach of Reed, it rolls into Stony territory. Spencer goes down and pushes the net off, so we'll get a whistle. And we'll have a face-off to the goalie's right. By the Knights, the face-off sent into traffic. It's right onto the stick of a Stony player. Bowman pushes the man off the puck. He'll get it back from Bridges, just out of his reach. And Stony will get the bounce again and goes back the other way. Through the legs of Durecci into the corner. He'll chase it down, tries to push it to Reed. Stony there for it, and they push it back deep again. Bouncing in the feet of Breen. It rolls out front. Now in feet again. Stony turn just wide of the net there. Bridges will pick up the puck. It's tapped forward for Bowman and Bridges. With Reed streaking to the net. Spencer tried to get it there, but too many sticks. Bowman ends up with it behind the net, tries to get it to Spencer. A stick check from the defenseman, and Stoney's back the other way. Good pressure, though. Knights will pick it up at center and send it back in. Full change for the forwards. No pressure on the defenseman. Manages to still screw up the pass. And Kepler rolls it out to the neutral zone. A mab off the linesman. And this time Maine will pick it up, but he bounced offside. So we'll have a face-off opposite the Knights bench in the neutral zone. Face-off won by the Knights, thrown in deep. Jacobs giving chase there, but Stony walking away from pressure. Good back pressure from Kepler off the goalie. I didn't think he realized it was coming his way. And bounces favorably for Stony again. They'll come back the other way. Stony with some room. Centering pass goes behind the net. Maine pushes it across behind him. It ends up with Jacobs. Jacobs tries to hit Hudson, who was not ready for it. It was behind him. He manages to recover and get the puck to Maine. Maine with a nice pass to Kepler. Kepler over the line. He's got Jacobs in front. Shoots it well high of the net. It comes back to the point. Knights with the dump in. Stony without pressure at the hash marks. They carry it out of the zone. They're played at the blue line, however, and now they bobble it a few times. Now Correa will step into it. He's got some room and some speed. Drags, gets across in front of the net, gets a shot nice and low, but it's grabbed by the goaltender. We'll get a face-off. Face-off won by the Knights. Hender collects it. He'll dump it down for Campbell. Campbell picks up space. Nice centering pass. Gets to Bonikoski. Bouncing puck. Loose in front. Hender gets that piece of it. It just rolls past the net. Short side. Hender with it again in his feet. Finds Gow. Yes! Great centering pass. And a nice shot through the legs of the goaltender by Gow. He got just enough of it to push it to where he wanted. And it's a 2-2 game with 9:35 to go here in the second period. All right, 2-2 game. Let's start fresh here. Stony looking a little angered by that. They push into the zone, have a shot wide. Campbell tries to hit Hender with it. It was out of reach, kept in by the D-man at the blue line. Stony will send it back to the point. Loose puck. Shot through traffic. It's up off the pad of Thiago, and the Knights will get it out of the zone. It's in feet at center. Still battling for it. It's in the feet of Hender. Campbell will push it forward. He'll give chase. It's rolled right through him. Bridges doesn't have his stick on the ice. Couldn't play that. He'll get it at the blue line. Walk. He's got some room. He'll try to get around the player. He does. His shot is wide of the net. He takes a headshot. Reed with possession now. Rolling behind the net. Loose puck. Tries to wrap it around. And he does through the crease and out into the other corner, but it sounds like the net was pushed off again. Stony might want to See if they can enlist a smaller goaltender so he doesn't keep knocking the net off. I'd be all right with that. Stony win the draw, back behind their own net. 8:27 to go here in the second. Tie game. Stony able to walk out of their zone. Bobbled, that should have been offside. He was not in control of it, although it was pushed in by one of the Knights players, so maybe I'm overreacting. Frey picks up the loose puck, tries to get it out, can't. Reed on the wrong side defensively. Stony move into the zone. Back to the point. Pressure from Bridges. Shot is deflected and drops and rolls to Tiago. He'll cover it up. We'll get a face-off to his right. Face-off won by the Knights. Sent across for Reed by Breen. Just too much traffic in the slot for Reed to get through, and Breen sends it back into the zone. Reed makes a hit, gets the puck back as it bounces off Spencer, who Reed throws it at the net. The goalie decides he'll hold on to it. So we'll get a fresh set of legs out there for the Knights. Face off to the right of the Stony playing goaltender. Bowman wins the draw to Maine. It's fired across the crease, and Bowman will pick up the loose puck at the ringette line. He's looking for a player, drops it for Jacobs. Nice centering pass, but Maine is pushed out of the zone, or pushed out of the slot. Comes back to Correa. Correa bobbles it, and he'll have to recover it at the center line. He'll throw it in, and now it's Stoney's puck. Stony through the middle, off the skate of Jacobs. He pushes it out for Maine, but Maine didn't see it, and Stony will get another opportunity to break out of their zone. Stony pinching there is Lamab. He gets two whacks at it. Bowman tries to center behind him. It's picked up by Stony now and back the other way. Another stick check there from Hudson, and Correa picks it up. He'll send it around for Jacobs. It rolls under his stick, and Stony will come out of the zone with it. Stony try to go around Hudson. No go there. Stick check. Loose puck now. Hudson gets a piece of it. Stony manages to keep moving it towards the net. Loose at the side of the net. Down behind. Pressure from Maine. He manages to release the puck out of the slot there and come back the other way, but it's a giveaway right at the red line. Nobody wants to come back for it. Fortunate for the Knights that Stony is offside. We'll get a whistle. We'll probably have a face-off here opposite the Stony playing bench. Stony with the win. They'll send it in deep. Rolls out in front of the net. Boyce will pick it up. He'll send it up the wall. It's kept in at the blue line and shot wide of the net into the far corner, or the short side corner for us. Bonikoski with it behind the net. He'll roll it up to Hender. Hender gets a chip around the defender. Gal rolls it, deflects it up behind the linesman, and Kapler nearly picked up that loose puck and brought it into the zone. It's fired across ice. Boyce will pick it up at the ringette. He'll chip it at a bad angle, and Stony will push it back to their defense. Walking in, wide of the net. Shot from a terrible angle off the glass. Bounces favorably to the defenseman, who gets run over. Boyce rolls it up the wall again. Stony first to it. Pressure from Hender. Pushed up the wall, took a funny bounce there, and Boyce will pick up his own pass. This time Hender trying to make a move at the center line. It rolls into the zone, and it'll bounce to Bonikoski on the dump out. He gets it to Gow. Gow will backhand it in, and Hender will give chase while his line mates get a change. Hender manages to tie up the puck there. Bouncing puck through the legs of Campbell. This time given to Bridges. He gives it back. Good battle there from Campbell, but Stony get just enough of it. The battle with Reed there, and now Knights will try again coming out of their own zone. Bonikoski at his blue line. He's got some room. Puck rolls away from him, nearly got destroyed by big number 8. Saw him coming though. Centering pass for Campbell is under his stick. Back out to the point. Stony with 2 men waiting for it. They bobble it and send it back into the zone is Durecci. Bridges will give chase now for big Stony playing defenseman, and then up here to number 6. Thrown out in front of Durecci. He'll get to it first with pressure. Drops it for Campbell. Campbell gives it away. It's off the side of the net. Rolls up the wall to Bridges. Bridges centers it right to the defenseman. It's kept in and sent right back into the corner. Breen behind his own net to no one. Stony playing with it again. Campbell manages to strip the puck, and he carries it, but it's behind him. He can't control it. Bounces for Durecci, who will send it into the zone, and forwards tired. They will get a change. Low pressure thus far as Jacobs jumps forward. Gets to it, kept into the zone, but then pushed out by Stony again. Frey back, he's the last man. Pushes it forward. Maine gives a good hit there, and the puck is dislodged, and then Frey will take one back the other way. Centered in front into the feet of Jacobs, and sent out of the zone by Green. Doesn't have enough weight to be called icing. Correa will get to it first. He pushes it for Frey, but it's out of Frey's reach. And Stony will turn, give it away, back to Correa. Correa flying out there on this shift, tries a really bad angle shot. It's over the net and back up the wall. Kept in again by the Knights. Jacobs will put it off the defenseman. Correa will get it again. He gets pushed down. And he'll get in the way though, so the puck stays in the zone. He gets it back again, tries to hit Jacobs with it. Defenseman in front of the net just gets enough of it, rolls behind the net with it. Frey now gets pushed down. Sent out to the blue line, not kept in. Hudson gets to it though. He'll throw it back into the zone, right onto the tape of the defenseman. No hitting ensuing here. Stony without pressure. They'll walk to center. Now over the blue line. Easy stick check. Puck given away to Stony playing at the ringette. No one covering men. Lucky that Stony hasn't got control of it. Floating puck rolls into the near corner. Maine with it now. He'll try to carry it with some speed. Chips it around the defender, but the supporting defenseman will get to it first. He'll get a change as he's gassed out. And Stony Plain will bobble it to center. Boyce will fire it in, just wide of the net. Stony to it first. Good stick from Hender, keeps it in the zone, but Bowman's backhand is taken by the defenseman and sent all the way down. Boyce will get to it first, kept in at the blue line, shot, loose puck. Another open man in front of the net, and he fires it wide this time. Bonikoski now with it, throws it up the wall. Hender was able to get a stick on it, but it's kept in the zone and given right back to Hender. Nice pass for Bowman, couldn't get a handle on it. And so Stony will take it back behind their own net. Up the wall, kept in by Boyce. Off a leg. Bowman battling for it. He's able to push it into the corner for Gow. Gow will defend it with his body. Preparing for the hit. Bowman throws it at the net. It rolls behind. Kept in at the point by Durecci. Yes, it is.
How is that not a penalty?
That's 100% a penalty. There's no puck there.
He got it.
And it sounds like he is going to make the call. With 27 seconds to go here in the second, it looks like the Knights will go back on the power play, which means the face-off will be in Stony Plain territory. So Knights go on a 2-minute power play. Bridges battling for it. Stony sent it to the point. Tipped by Reed on a shot from Durecci. He'll keep it in at the blue line again. Chips it forward for Reed. It's given to Stony. Kept in by Breen. Sent through traffic. Loose puck rolls into the corner. Kapler tries to find Reed in front of the net. He nearly does. Another shot as the time runs out here on the second period. We got 1:30 to go in that power play to the Knights. We will get a clean and come back for the third after this. See you shortly from Glen Hall, Centennial Arena. Welcome back to Glen Hall, Centennial Arena for the third period. Puck thrown through the neutral zone. Green picks it up and gets it to Reed. Reed pushes it in for Kapler. Kapler drops it to Reed. Reed with some room, shot off the side of the net there. Bridges will go for the loose puck. Leaves it in the corner for Kapler. Kapler with room, he'll drop it for Green. Green steps into a check. Keeps battling, but Stony are able to get it out of the zone. And they get to it first.
On Ren.
What a save by Thiago.
On
Obviously, Stony is moving a little quicker at times. Reed now picks up the pace, gets it into the zone. Button hooks, loses an edge, throws it down, but Bridges is there to challenge for it. He'll put it in front for Reed. Reed chips it into the corner. Reed coming up the wall, pressing. Back to the point, right on the tape. And shot through traffic and tipped in. Nice redirect there in front of the net. Didn't see that one coming. And that was a nice puck to the net from the point. And it looks like they're going to wave it off, however. They are going to wave it off on a high stick by the sounds of it. We still have 17 seconds to go in the penalty. So it would have been a power play goal. Let's go Knights! So no goal. Face-off will be to the right of the Stony goaltender. We got 17 seconds to go in the power play. Knights win it back to Lemab. Lemab walks in, fires through traffic. It's off a body, loose puck for Jacobs. He shoots, and again, off the pad of the goaltender, bounces into the slot. Kept in by Lemab, sent deep. That was another high stick. Seemingly, loose puck gets pushed out. Even strength now. Shot from Avery from a bit of an angle on the goal. Goaltender holds onto it for a face-off.
Jacobs gets absolutely leveled there.
Knights line up for the face-off left of the Stony goaltender. Stony plane gets pushed out. One back to the point to Lemab from Korea. Shot off of Maine. He gives it to Jacobs. Loose puck. And it's still loose. Everyone swinging at it there. Stony managed to get a hold of it and send it down the ice. That will be icing, and it doesn't hit the goaltender. It will hit the goaltender. So Lemab off the defense, off the charging forward. Big assistant captain number 2 there. Nearly threw it back into the goal. Lemab was able to catch it with his leg. And Campbell now at the blue line. Lemab steps in, pushes the puck to the wall at the ringette line. Avery now.
Go.
Avery's got a jump in his step here. He's moving. He's got some space now. Can he get a shot off? Not quite. Rolls behind the net. Loose puck. Avery gets to it first, bumps the player off, and Boyce will catch that one and send it in the zone. Centered for Bowman. Bowman turns into the corner, tries to center it for Gow. It's intercepted by Stony. They'll bring it into the corner. Battle ensues though. Puck in feet. Gow still battling there with the big Stony Plain player. Loose puck, pops to the point. Wanakowski steps into it. That might leave a mark as it hits a Stony player in front. Frey collects the funny bounce, makes a nice move there, gets a lucky bounce, and then another bounce off of a shin pad into the corner. Stony with time, no one pressuring, and they are able to dump it all the way down. Wanakowski back for it. It rolls away from him. He's got pressure. Skates away from it. Bowman there. Centered. Boyce gets a piece of it. Pushes it high to the point. Glove down and stepped into. Fortunately there, Boyce with a skate. Pushes it into the corner. He'll collect it. He gets it to Gow on the far side. Gow with possession. Rolls it into the zone. He's got pressure from 2. Stony hit their own man. And puck down low for, I believe, Bowman. Bowman looking for a stick in front. He'll make a move around the defender, but he's stripped of it and it's sent out to the point. Kept in, I believe, by Bonakowski. No, it was outside of the line. No pressure on that player. He's bobbling the puck, though. The two of them finally figure things out. That's going to be a penalty to Gal. That's not Breen. That's the wrong player.
Get the right guy?
Nope, it's the wrong guy. So it looks like the Knights will go on the penalty kill, which means the faceoff will be in their zone. Kapler wins the draw to Breen and then gets the puck back, but it's kept in at the blue line. Reed gets all of it, sends it down the ice. So Kapler and Reed up front, Breen and Durecci on defense. Stony out of their own zone again, missed the pass, it's sent right back down deep. Stony in the near corner here. Cross ice pass is missed. It'll be icing this time as it rolls all the way down and over the goal line. So it turns out the penalty is a 4-minute penalty to Gow, although I believe, yes, it was Gow that went to the box. Reed pressing well here. Stony can't get by him. And Kapler with a hit. Takes it funny though. That will leave him, he needs to get up. Reed sends it deep. Kapler, get up. Whistle goes. And the face-off will be at center ice with 2:51.
I don't know if they locked it.
Stony playing back into their own zone as the Knights win that draw. Stony at their own ringette line, kept in by Bridges. Nearly got it to Avery there. Stony coming back the other way now. Stony kept to the outside. Hudson draws that one. Campbell will get all of that and send it out of the zone. Bridges giving chase in deep. Campbell higher up. Stony reversing back behind their own net. Didn't like the look of it. Now building some speed. Campbell's got to catch him. He can't. And Durecci gets enough of the body to release the puck. It rolls to Thiago. He'll cover it up for a face-off. About 2 minutes remain in that 4-minute penalty to Gow for unknown reasons. I guess it would have to be a head contact penalty. Main pressing. Puck dumped down deep by Stony. Looking for a stick in front. Could have walked to the net, but he didn't.
Attaboy.
Shot is deflected by Main. That was a good effort there, getting in the lane. Boyce has lost his stick. Stony with a pass over to the far man open. It was behind him though, so he couldn't get a step on Main. Main with a good stick check there, separates the man. He gets the puck back favorably. He'll push his way through and dump it all the way down. Minute 26 left to go in the penalty. Good stick check from Frey at the Stony blue line. Stony struggling to get out of their zone, nearly giving it to Frey there. They'll try again. Big number 2 rumbles over the blue line, loses the puck in his feet and bobbles it Sends it in deep. Stony at the hash marks. Another bobbled pass, but it bounced favorably. Deflected there by Boyce into the far corner. Shot tipped just wide of the net there. It was a good effort from Stony Plain. 50 seconds remaining in the penalty. Stony walking to the net. They find a hole short side, and it'll be 3-2 here. Stony Plain going back to a 1-goal lead. Knights, with their work cut out for them, have to go back. Good face-off win there from Bowman to Reed. Reed with the shot through traffic. Goalie saw it though. We'll try that one more time. Face-off. Oh, puck sent back to Durecci. Tries to find Reed with it. It's through him and now behind the net. Rolled around the wall out of the reach of Spencer. Breen skates down to it. Pinches and pushes it down with his foot. Bridges with the puck. Battling there. Loose puck. Stony back the other way. Oh no, Durecci goes down and it's a breakaway. And a great save by Tiago as he gets a stick on it and prevents the shot. Hell of a save by Tiago, keeps it a 1-goal game. Avery pushes it around the wall to no one. Stony will get to it first, but it bounces to Kepler. And Kepler carries it out, sends it across for Maine. Great pass. Shot from Maine into the glove of the goaltender with traffic in front. Goaltender will hold on to it. We'll get a face-off to his left. Face-off won by the Knights. Pushed down low by Avery. Just out of the reach of Maine, and it rolls all the way out of the zone for Lemab. He'll turn and put it back into the zone. Loose puck. Jacobs with pressure. Panicked the defenseman. Tried to center it for Kepler. Couldn't quite get it there. They battle for it behind the net. Sent out in front for Lemab. Lemab with a shot through traffic. Just wide of the net there. Looked like it deflected off a body. Stony will get it out of the zone. Give it away. Just out of the reach of Kepler there. Was behind him as it was pushed forward by Maine. Stony with possession now, and they'll build speed through the neutral zone. Stony goes down. Jacobs gives it away. Stony with it back towards the net. Shot from the dot at the circle. A really good shot over the shoulder of Tiago, who's partially screened by the defenseman, and it's a 4-2 game. So the Knights now definitely with their work cut out, down by 2 here with 10:37 to go. A nice shot by Campbell there, but it's off the goaltender's stick behind the net. Boyce keeps it in, pushes it down deep. Gow will give chase on it. It rolls out to the point, kept in by Bonikoski, shot through traffic. Goalie gives it up. Oh, the rebound's just deflected across the net. It was open and the goalie was down. Campbell couldn't quite get it there. Another save by the goaltender. Kept in again by Boyce down low. Stony will leave it. Centered though by Gal, but no one in front. Stony pushes it around the wall. Tipped. Oh, nearly on the stick of Gal, who was all alone in front. Boyce keeps it in. He'll have a shot. No traffic in front. Goalie pushes it to the corner easily. And Stony will come up with it in the slot. Gal could not get to him. He'll carry some speed through the neutral zone. He's pushed off. Bonikoski picks up the loose puck. He'll roll it up the wall, but it's centered and buried. Centered to big number 8 out front of the net, and he's got enough on it to put it past Tiago, so it's a 5-2 goal game. With 9:31 to go here in the third period. Stony win the draw there, walk into the zone and have a shot. Green battling for it behind his own net. He'll get out, but he gets dragged down. Puck loose now, and Reed will pick it up. He's got a bit of room. He'll slip it past the defenseman into space, and Bowman tries to skate onto it. Stony will get to it first and walk away, sending it up the ice. Ren goes back for it. He loses it behind the net. Green there, pushes it into the corner. It's up the wall to Bridges. Bridges panics and throws it up the wall, and shot from Stony Plain. Bob Marley says it's going to be all right. Well, I'm hopeful. Pushed out to the point, but kept in. Shot through traffic. Tiago saw that one. He holds on to it. And we'll get a face-off to his left. Nope, it'll be to the right. Off win by the Knights, but it's iced down, and we'll come right back and do it one more time. With it behind his the corner there, bump pass to Correa. He's got some speed coming down the wing. He'll fire it, and off the blocker, the goaltender. It's back to the blue line and out. Kapler takes a stick to the face. No call because the referee couldn't see it. Maine picks up that puck, nearly gets run over at the blue line, but just separated from the puck. Face off there. Looks like the linesman's going to call this penalty, so we may go on the power play here.
There's no way he will see it.
No.
We got it.
So, with 8:02 left to go here in the third. The Knights should go on a 4-minute power play. Face off won by the Knights. Pushed back to Bonikoski. He's got pressure. He'll drop it down for Frey. Frey now tries to get it to the point. It's bobbled off of him. Music becoming a distraction now. Boyce centering pass picked up by Stony. Given away into the feet of Boyce. Bounce to the Stony player again. They'll throw it back to their own zone. No, they won't. Yes, they will. Back to their blue line. Ice down. Great on Tiago. He'll leave it for Bonikoski. Bonikoski with it. Up the wall to Frey. Frey moves back with it. He's got some room. He'll carry it. And makes a move, but gives it away. It bounces favorably to Bonikoski, who fires it at the net. Tried to center out front from Gao. And it was just off the stick of Reed, I believe. Pardon me, Campbell. And Stony will send it all the way back down. Boyce behind his own net. He's got pressure. He puts it up to Frey. Frey can give it to Bridges. He does. Bridges with a bit of speed. Got stick checked and the puck rolls to the ringette line. Ice down and given to Breen. Breen with it now. He'll center it for Reed, who tries to chip it to himself. He does. Gets it. Tries to backhand it to the net. It's intercepted. Battle ensuing there. He's got walks out with it. Rebound from Bridges. Behind the net, given to Bowman. Bowman tries to get a shot. It's deflected. Thrown out in front by Reed, but no one there to get it. So Stony come up with it and send it down the ice. Wren behind his own net. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go in this penalty. Pressure from Stony. Right back to Wren. Wren will give it to Bowman. Bowman gives it away, and Wren skates through it. Breakaway. Great save by Tiago as he's forced to make one again. And Bowman down now will have a stoppage. Zebras chatting about something.
There's no call there.
No. So minute 54 to go in the power play for the Knights. 5-2 the score here with 5:57 to play in the third period. Yep. Face off won by the Knights. Hudson will go back with it. Turn the music off! Maine's pass is behind behind his teammate. Centered pass. A great effort there from Maine, but it was just wide of the net, just rolled wide. Nice pass down low from Lemab. Thrown to the point, but there's no one there from Jacobs. And Correa will end up going back for it. Minute 20 to go here in the power play. Hudson with it now. He'll throw it across to Maine. Maine gives it to Kapler. Kapler with a shot. It's wide of the net. Thrown in. That's a goal. As the Knights stay with it. And Jacobs gets it on net. He'll finish it off. Bounces off the back of the goaltender, and we got a 5-3 game all of a sudden. On the power play goal by the Knights. Kepler wins the draw, but it's straight to a Stony stick. Puck tied up, pushed into the corner by Boyce. Bonikoski will press. He'll strip the man of the puck.
Heads up, heads up.
And it's thrown by Kepler to the wall. Jacobs has it rolled past him. It'll go down the ice. Not with enough weight to be icing, and we'll get some fresh bodies out there. No, not quite. One fresh body. Stony going coast to coast here. Stick check. Tie up. Boyce goes for the puck in the corner. It rolls to Campbell, but he couldn't get a stick on it. Rolls to Jacobs. Jacob tries to throw it back to Bonikoski. Stony with it. Stripped of it by Boyce. Boyce pushes it up to Hender. Hender with it. Pushed into space. He's got to go by himself. He'll dump it in, and Gow will go chase to it coming off the bench. Rolls up the wall. Stony stop it, and they'll carry it. Stick check there, but Stony's got enough to push it into the zone. Stony wanted an interference call. They don't get it. Scotty gets rolled out there. Gow will push it up the wall softly. Stony plane will pick it up. D to D, missed the pass, but they recover off the wall and send it into the zone. No one getting the puck. Stony gets to it first. They send it back to an open man at the point. Fired on net. Fortunately, Tiago is paying attention. He holds on to it. And as we're kind of gliding around the ice, we're pushing and shoving because the stick checks come late. Face off one forward, bouncing puck, shot out for Bridges. He's got a step on the defender. Backhands it onto the goaltender. Stick save into the corner. Back to Lemab. He pushes it up for Frey. Frey making too many moves, gives it away at the blue line. And Hudson will get a hold of it, but can't get enough of it to get out of the zone, so Stony will keep pressing. Puck left at the ringette line. It's thrown by... Wow, intercepted by Reed here. Hopefully he can finish it off, and he does. Buries that one over the goaltender's glove, and it's all of a sudden a one-goal game. Never give up. Never surrender. Good battling there by the Knights. A favorable bounce or two, but we'll take it at this point. Face-off will be at center ice. 5-4 the score, 3:06 to go. We got a game here. Stony plane waved out of the circle. They'll get a new centerman in there. Kepler to take the draw for the Knights. One back to Lemab, who chips it forward for Kingston. Couldn't quite get it around the defender, but he's still battling. Stony now walk away from pressure. Hudson keeps the man to the outside. Centered pass goes right out to the point. Bobbled at the point, no shot. Loose puck picked up by Kepler with some speed. He'll push it into the feet of Jacobs, who gets it to center. Stony pick up the loose puck, though, and send it back the other way. Centered and sent to Correa. Correa passes to Maine, who wasn't ready for it. It rolls behind him into the corner. It's going to be icing. Loose puck in the slot here. Stony managed to get a hold of it. They'll roll it to the net, or at least the top of the crease. Tiago will jump on it as he doesn't like the look of it. We'll get a face-off to Tiago's left this time. Nope, they're going to go back over to the right. 2:18 to play here in the third. 5-4 the score for Stony Plain. Knights get the puck out to center. Icing is the call on Stony Plain as it's dumped in from over center, and we'll get a face-off next to the Stony Plain goaltender to his right. 2:09 to play here in the third. Campbell will take the draw. He's got Gow on his left and Hender on his right. Boyce and Bonikoski on defense. Confusion ensuing. The Zebras are right into a conversation. Face-off won by the Knights. It's deflected up over. Stony Plain will win that battle. They send the puck around the wall. Good hit, or at least attempt from Hender. Puck into the corner. Hender picks it up. He gets tripped, slew-footed, and goes down, and now Stony will go back the other way. Bonikoski with a big hit there. The puck still in the feet of the player, gets it to center. Bouncing puck through the slot. Good pressure. Hender throws it out for Campbell. Minute 36 to play. Campbell skates into it, tries to center it. He goes down, but the puck's in his feet. Hender's still battling for it there. Stony will center it. Sent to Bonikoski. Puck to Reed. Reed dumps it in. And it's nearly bobbled by the goaltender and put into his own net. Pressure! Rolling puck into the Knights zone. They've got the goalie pulled and the extra attacker out. Can't make the pass. Reed picks up the bobbling, bouncing puck. He tries to push it forward for his the wingers with him, but that didn't work. It's dumped back in with 50 seconds to play. Bonikoski, obviously tired, can't get to the puck. Stony with it. They battle harder and push it into the empty net. For the score with 40 seconds to play. Stony looking like they just wanted the puck a little bit more than we did there, and they end up putting it in the net. Wren trying to get it across to Breen. He does. Breen will push it forward for Bridges, but Stony anticipated, and they'll step in and push it into the zone. Wren to Reed. Reed makes a move. He's battled, stripped of the puck again. Green with a hit at the blue line. And Wren and Frey trading it back and forth as the clock runs out. And it'll be a 6-4 loss to Stony Plain in Stony Plain's barn. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll be signing off, and we'll see you later in the week.